Let's talk about how to make some homemade cranberry English muffins on your Blackstone Griddle. We're going to start by rehydrating some Craisins. We're going to do this by warming up some water. I'm just going to use the microwave here. And we're going to soak those Craisins in this warm water for about 20 minutes. While those are soaking, we're going to prepare our dough. We're going to warm up some milk. We need this to be about 120 to 130 degrees. Just make sure it doesn't exceed 140 degrees, otherwise it will kill the yeast. We are baking here, so we're going to weigh out our flour. We want about 540 grams of flour. This is about 4.5 cups of flour. To that flour, we're going to add about 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about 2 tablespoons of sugar, about 2 teaspoons of quick rise active dry yeast. We're going to get that mixed up. Then to our warm milk, we're going to go ahead and add 1 egg and go ahead and mix that egg up in that milk. And then we're going to slowly add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients as it mixes. So we'll pour that milk and egg mixture slowly into the mixer. Then we'll throw in our melted butter. We're going to mix that on low speed until the dough starts to come together. So we're going to drain the water off of our Craisins now that they've rehydrated. And we're going to fold those into our dough. And then we're going to cover this with plastic wrap. And we're going to let it do its first rise in a warm environment. This is going to sit for about an hour and it should double in size. After that first rise, we're going to take the dough out of the bowl. Remember, this dough is very delicate, very soft, so it may take a little work to get it out of the bowl and you want to be careful with it. We're going to cut that dough into 8 equal portions to get us 8 English muffins. I'll admit I didn't measure mine and I ended up with some English muffins that were a little too big, but that's okay. Then we're going to take some cornmeal and we're going to sprinkle that onto a plate. We're going to take each of our portions and roll it into a ball and flatten it slightly into the cornmeal on both surfaces, both top and bottom. Then we're going to cover these up and let them rise again. While they are rising, I'm going to go ahead and preheat my Blackstone Griddle. We're just going to heat this on low heat. We do not want this to be super hot or it will burn the outside before it allows the inside to cook. And then we're going to place our muffins on the griddle and let them cook for about 7 to 10 minutes on each side. You're going to want to check these often to make sure that they don't overcook or they're not getting too brown. You want to give them as much time as possible on this warm griddle so they cook all the way through. You may need to adjust the heat. You might even need to turn the heat off a little bit to keep it from overcooking. When they're done, you're going to pull them off of the griddle, allow them to cool on a wire rack, and then they're ready to serve. These are perfect with some butter or maybe even some apple butter. Once you have homemade English muffins, you'll never go back to the store-bought kind. Let me know if you try them in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching.